Well, hello, my dear viewers, my dear friends, welcome back to the channel. This time I bring you, as always, this week's chapter of One Piece, 883 of its name, Merienda. I believe this is either Italian or Spanish for merienda. If you don't know, it's sort of a snack time. It's a name we have around here, Europe, to a sort of snack time. In Portugal specifically, the word merenda without the e is a type of how can I call that? It's sort of a sandwich. You have the dough, and then you stuff it with ham and cheese, and then another layer of dough, and it's a pretty nice sandwich, if I might add. But enough of culinary curiosities. We are going straight to the cover arc story, which is the second volume of Ideo's arc, volume 17 of the dropping in on the lives of the Straw Hat Grand Pirate Fleet. That's a big ass name. Cover story arc joined a fight and beat up both sides. And we see Ideo and Jet, I believe this, or is he Abdullah? Yeah, I don't know. Ideo and Abdullah or Jet are fighting against the long legs. So Ideo, being a long arm, is fighting against the long legs, and Blue Gilly and either Jet or Abdullah are fighting against the long arm tribe. So that confrontation we saw on the last chapter was nothing more, nothing less than a fight between ships of both sides, a ship of long legs and a ship of long arms. Okay, I think we are seeing here the beginnings of the Triple X Alliance crew. That's very, very possible. That's highly possible. Well, I mean, assuming they leave any standing, but of course this is One Piece. They won't just mercilessly kill the crews. They'll just beat them up pretty hard. And then by some magical reason they'll see like, oh my god, we want to follow these guys forever, and they will follow those guys forever. Ooh. Okay. Full on muscle balloon right off the bat. Except not. Jesus, Katakuri just goes, bam. No. I love it. This scene, besides the muscle balloon and Luffy's pain scream, has no dialogue. Just the sound effects of the different things. It's very cool. Okay, and Luffy ends up trapped in Moshi with a gear 4 arm. Why should I keep quiet and watch you do something? Katakuri is the smartest villain yet. Because all the others just leave room for the protagonist to do anything they want. If Doflamingo hadn't underestimated Luffy, he wouldn't have lost. So why should I keep quiet and watch you do something that I know will make you stronger? Ooh, so he fears Gear 4 to a slight extent, but he does. Oi, Straw Hat Luffy, know this, I haven't underestimated you in the slightest. Katakuri's taking no chances. If he knows that Luffy's gonna get stronger, he takes no chances. This is a badass villain, I'll tell you right away. The guy is not simply toying with Luffy, he's both toying and just taking care of him. Although, however, if he's not toying, I believe he could have ended this fight earlier than it is. Why not just trap Luffy in full-on Mochi and just get there and be done with him? But we know how Oda does things, so... Okay. If I get crushed by that amount of mochi, I'll be buried alive. Indeed, you'll suffocate. Sorry for finishing things up like this. I was getting a little peeved. The guy had the work to make it look like pancakes and then something on top of it. So cool. Well, because I was tied up dealing with you, I missed my merienda today by 40 minutes. Okay, yeah. Kanji reads snack time. A merienda is a snack-like light meal enjoyed in several southern European countries. There you go. You'll be at peace soon. Pâtissier, yes sir. We were so worried about what was to come of your snack time today. We've been standing at the ready since 3, but we are so very sorry that you, Lord Katakuri, being the perfectionist you are, were forced to reschedule the merienda you so punctuously enjoy at the same time every day. Jesus. And as for the black tea, within 14 minutes passing since it was prepared, it's gone completely cold. I still will do then. How magnanimous. Today's merienda is chocolate and whipped cream donuts. I'd go for some right about now if I just hadn't had breakfast. Sugar is the wellspring of strength. Oh my god. I shall intake these nutrients. Not a soul is to enter my shrine. I love this guy. Of course, who dare disturb you? Please take your time. Jesus, the guy had the time to make like a little... No one has ever seen Lord Katakuri eat. What a delicate soul. A meal is when a man lets down the walls around himself. He makes even the tea times he ought to spend in the carefree company of others. So he's hiding something, basically. Into solitary, stoic, composed supplementations of nutrients. Such is the man who holds up the big mom pirates themselves, the 1 billion bounty himself. And Luffy comes out of the mochi. How in the world did you get out of that huge mound of mochi? I freaking hate eating mochi! What the hell is going on? What's with my fights with this pirate crew? Can I not win without eating? Luffy, you know something is wrong when Luffy refuses to eat. That's the second fight. He's forced to eat something to actually beat the guy he's fighting. First it was Cracker. He had to eat the biscuits. Now it's Katakuri. You know something is wrong when Luffy doesn't like to eat. Where'd he go? Lord Katakuri has left the mirror world. He had some important businesses, and I can feel the voice of a strong person from inside there. Crap observation, Haki. He's eating donuts, isn't he? Sniff, sniff. Is that a Haki too? No, it's not. He's sitting pretty on his victory, isn't he? Don't be silly. Lord Katakuri is conversing inside that shrine with both himself and the spirit of war itself. Sure. More like the spirit of gluttony, so it seems. This is a sacred ritual. No one can interfere. Where are you running off to, you fool? I guess you're just the measly captain of a second-rate crew. He's burned off his fat. He went for a jog. Oh god. Wait, does the human body even work that way? Alright, I'm ready to go. Stop, don't approach the shrine. Gomu Gomu no elephant gun. Okay. What? Donuts, yummy, yummy donuts. Yum, yum, yum. Even the holes are yummy. Eating donuts while lying down. Forbidden, sinful. The man whose back never touched the floor. Never once has he ever laid down. He looks down on the ground itself. I don't know if I should laugh or if I should cry. Katakuri is a freaking... What the hell is this? Always gallant, calm-headed and powerful. Everything about him is perfect. That's the kind of person our brother Katakuri is. The guy's a freaking glutton. But that's not the problem, because lots of characters in One Piece are gluttons. But the guy who looked like so magnanimous. Holy heck! This is amazing! Oh, I can't believe this. You saw it, did you? My mealtime scene. This fight isn't over. Jesus, he just gone and killed the cooks. Please, mercy, my lord, we didn't see anything. We wouldn't tell a soul even if our mouths were torn open. Whose mouth did you just call Thorn? Jesus. Black Mochi. Jesus. So you're still alive, huh? My apologies. It seems I didn't see your end through as thoroughly as I should have. I simply couldn't wait any longer. There we go. The very basic Haki punch. Ooh. There are things that surpass armament. I cannot let those who have seen my true form live. Damn, he's so determined to not let this secret pass that his Haki is stronger than Luffy. Even if before they were matched, the simple determination of him not being discovered makes it so that his Haki is stronger. I have a cap on my shirt. If you can't beat him with punches, you kick them in the chin. Damn. He didn't dodge, I even got in a kick. Katakuri bled. You bleed, you will. Ha! You did, so what? I get it now. Your power. Ooh, Luffy had a realization. What do you get? I've told you time and again, your powers could never hope to defeat mine. Raindrop Mochi, Gear Force. You're definitely super strong, but you're not invincible. Gomu Gomu no Kingu Gun. Damn. And of course it ends on the worst part possible. I mean on the best part possible, but still it's the worst part possible because it's where it ends. A chance at victory, chapter 183. I was almost saying 888, but no, it's 883. We're still a little bit far away from 888, if in fact we even get there this year. I don't know how I should say it. I was surprised. Katakuri's mouth was a mystery that I never expected to see revealed. Like, It's like Don Flamingo's eyes, Brooks' eyes before he was turned into a skeleton. I do consider them a slight of a mystery. Um, there are certain things in the world of One Piece that we sort of take as granted. Like, we will never see Don Flamingo without his glasses. We will never probably see Brook before he died without his glasses. Myself, I was never expecting to see Katakuri's mouth revealed. The way it was revealed, however, it's pretty funny and amazing, because it's we saw Katakuri at his most base desire. Like, the guy is always playing badass and my back has never touched the ground. I never laid for even I sleep on a chair so that my back doesn't touch the ground. I look down on the ground itself. And then the guy just there, down, just eating, laid on the ground. Just like that. It's one of those things where the character is super badass, but then has that quirk that makes him so much better. It's like Luffy. Luffy is a badass character, but then he has his whole personality that makes him goofy and quirky. So it's it's again kind of like Sanji. Sanji's a very badass character, but then he has the thing for girls that makes him have hearts on his eyes and just fumble about around them. Katakuri is slightly like that. I've enjoyed it. I'm not gonna say I haven't. I wasn't expecting. I knew that this chapter was going to have something to do with Katakuri's mouth. I had seen that much, but I wasn't expecting this to be. Now, it begs the question: why does he have this mouth? The most immediate answer is that he's kinda like Dellinger and Jack. So to say that he's a mixture of a fishman and a human, because that's what Dellinger is, isn't he? He's a half fishman, he's a half fighting fishman, and a half human, isn't he? Allow me to just, you guys know how I like to check things. So, one cannot know everything. So it's always good that we... Okay, so the Dellinger is a hybrid between a human and a fighting fishman. So he's kinda like Jack. So... yeah. I believe Katakuri might as well be something like that, a mixture of fighting fish and human. What kind of fish, however, I don't know the name of the fish, but if you remember Finding Nemo, the first movie of Finding Nemo, not Finding Dory, there's that fish with I believe it's the anglerfish, isn't he? Well, allow me, moment of culture in Mad Manga Review. There we go. It's the anglerfish. Yes, the one who has the. No, it's the. Let me see. It's the one with the little thing on his forehead and those massive feet. Katakuri might be that kind of fish. There's no way of knowing if it's even a fishman hybrid. We might get to know that at the next chapter. I would very much like to know that. The sole idea of Katakuri being a glutton is just hilarious. I was already pumped to see Katakuri's voice in the anime and his stoic personality. And now, imagine this scene. Like, oh my goodness. He even says it. Eating donuts while lying down, forbidden, sinful. These moments are true bliss. The guy knows he's doing, I mean, not doing wrong, but it's wrong when compared to the opinion that other people have of him. Like, Brule stated that, Brule pretty much said that this guy is bound to be the second in command of the Big Mom Pirates. This guy could and will most likely would take Big Mom's place would things go the natural course. Katakuri would one day be the leader of the Charlotte Pirates. And the guy's just I love Oda. Oh goodness gracious. And they just killed the cooks. And now he's going on for Luffy, and Luffy was able to hit him with a kick. And then he hit him with Gear 4 Kong Gun. And Katakuri was able to defend. Now we'll see next week how much damage that actually has done. Now, something that I often like to do, you guys know how I like to check the calendar, you guys know that. So we are on the 28th of October, and we had a chapter on the 27th. So I'm going to assume that all the chapters will now be releasing on Friday. So from now on, I think that's going to be the staple of the whole situation. So for October, we are done with chapters. There, of course, because there are no more Fridays in October, the month ends on Tuesday the 31st. So in November, what I think is we will have a chapter on the 3 and on the 10. On the 10th of November, we will have a break, or from the 10 to the next week, we will have a break. So no chapter on the 17th, and then a chapter on the 24th, a chapter on the 1st of December, most likely, on the 8th, and probably the last chapter of the year will be the 15th of December. So we will have between 6 to maybe, and I'll explain the maybe later, maybe 7 chapters. Why do I say maybe? Because I think that this year will end on chapter 890. 90. Not 19. 800. Man, I'm with the 100s. 880 and Jesus Christ, Matt. 890. I believe this year could end on that number. If it does or not, it remains to be seen, of course. But it could be, and it could also mark the end of Whole Cake Island. Because I've been thinking that maybe the Reverie will go from chapter 191 to chapter 199. Oh, wait, no. No, yes. No, never mind. I was correct, and then I corrected myself without needing. So, the Reverie could probably go from chapter 891 to 899. Then, on chapter 900, we start Wano Kuni. So, of course, there's no way that we will have almost 20 chapters this year. It's completely impossible. So, no Reverie, no Wano this year, unless by some reason, like the Reverie is done solely on flashbacks. And I mean, I believe that it could be done that way. The way I think the Reverie would be done the most correctly, the most proper way, was they get out of Whole Cake Island. Like, they sail away for quite a while, and sort of in the middle of Wano, they'll receive a newspaper. Kinda like when they did when they left Zou, they received a newspaper saying that Baltigo was attacked. Now they will receive the newspaper saying whatever happened on the reverie. And while they are commenting on that, we will get to know that via a flashback. It must not... It doesn't need to be a big one. I just think that a saga like the Reverie should have, like, screen time. It should have a lot of screen time. It's something that we've been waiting for. I speak for myself. The Reverie has been one of those arcs that I've been expecting. I never expected it to be a huge arc, but something along the lines of Zou. You know, Zou was small, decisive, and had a huge impact in the story. Like, the future sagas were decided there. Like, the whole division of the alliance, one group for Wano, one group for Whole Cake, another one to stay at Zou, and one to go and look for Mako. The road poneglyphs, the voice of Zunisha, a lot of important stuff happened and was discovered in Zou. So the Reverie, I think it could be like Zou. Smaller, yes, I wish it to be smaller. Zou had around 20 chapters or something. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, Zou had around 20 chapters. The Reverie doesn't need to have 20 chapters. In fact, I don't even want the Reverie to have 20 chapters. For me, the Reverie should end on chapter 899. The last page of 199 should be the Straw Hats, the Sunny, arriving and seeing Wano in the distance. And then on chapter 900, they would set foot on Wano. That, my friends, that would be pretty amazing. But this is it for now for this week's chapter of One Piece. This is it for One Piece this week. In fact, we will see how things will go next week against Katakuri, but I think I can admit this in a very sure way, I think the battle against Katakuri is about to end. It will not end on the next chapter. In fact, I hope it does not end on the next chapter. Next chapter, I hope that we have a bit more setting to the fight, like Luffy actually saying what he understood of Katakuri's power, learning a little bit more about Katakuri, whether he's a hybrid of a fishman and a human, whether he's a hybrid of something else, we don't know. So we will see next week, my dear friends, my dear viewers. Coming right away, we will have this week's chapter of Boku no Hero Academia, which I hope is as good as the last one and as this chapter of One Piece was. So, I'll see you guys then. Bye bye.